Hey there, it's Regina from Eat Travel Life, and today we are canning beef. Let's go ahead and get started. Here are the ingredients you'll need. Pretty simple. All right, let's go. Go ahead and grab your pot roast, whatever one you want. Mine was a buy one, get one free, so it was a great deal. So we are going to go ahead and open that up, and we are going to trim the meat. And we are going to remove any excess fat because that is just going to make fat when we're canning, and we don't want a lot of that. So with a really nice knife, and this one probably needed to be sharpened a little bit, so make sure you do sharpen them before you start. You'll see I struggle a little bit with this, but we are going to cut the fat off, and then we will trim the fat, and then we will work on, we need to cube the meat into 1-inch pieces. So however you need to cut the meat up, go ahead and do that. I am not an expert here, so don't come at me for this. I'm just a canner, and I know this is a really great way to, when you've got a good deal on meat, to can it, and it'll make an easy meal later because, oh my gosh, it's all cooked. All you have to do is heat it up and serve it. You can make barbecued sandwiches. You can make French dip. You can do beef stroganoff, all sorts of different things. If you've made canned beef before, let me know in the comments what you've made with it. It's just delicious. You want to continue to cut it up and put it into the jars. I am doing a raw pack method. There is another method where you can cube the meat, boil it, and then use that juice in there. We are going to not put any water or juice like beef stock once you've boiled your meat in there that you would then pour back in. I'm raw packing, so there's no water put in here. You can add in salt if you want. That's up to you, and it's optional. So we're cubing that. I'm just going to continue on and do that and fill all of our jars. How many roast do you want? Well, about one roast, I think, fills a quart jar. So it's really forgiving on how much you can use or how much you have. So you can pressure can these. And they do need to be pressure canned. So because there's no water in these, we are also going to use room temperature water in our pressure canner. And you're going to want to have at least 6 to 8 inches or so of water in your pressure canner. That's just my preference. Read your directions on your pressure canner and how to what you need to do to process meat. I've also got the tray down at the bottom. So we're just going to continue on all the roast we had. I think I had like 4 or so. What kind of roast do I use? I use the kind of roast that's on sale. I'm not doing fine dining meats. It's a pot roast, a beef roast, a stewed roast. If you had stewed meat, you could also, and it was on a discount because I like a good deal, I would suggest using that. And then we're going to wash the rim of the jar and then put a band around it, and we're going to hand tighten that. And then we'll place them into the pressure canner and do the rest of the jars. So one thing that I like to make sure that I do is I like to know where the front of my canner is. So one thing I struggle with on my canner is where the front was. So this is my hack that I've done. On the top of my canner, I have put an F, so I know that it's a front. And I also put an F on the canner itself so that when I close it, those are pretty well in alignment. So that's how I know that it's closed. And then I will put my weight on there. I am going to link below a different weight that you can use for your canner. So once the canner has reached 10 pounds, you're going to let it sit, and you will let it sit for a good 5-10 minutes and open that. And you'll want to open it away from you. I opened it towards me so you could see because there will be steam and water, and then let that sit for another 5-10 minutes. and then remove those jars because they'll want to boil and you don't want them to siphon. And then cover them and let them cool for a good 24 hours and then remove the bands, check to ensure that they're sealed. And don't forget to date and label them. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and let me know, have you canned meat before? And what is your favorite meat to can? Have a great day.